Welcome back. When summer break begins, many students facing hunger lose access to a vital source of nutrition, of course, school lunches. Here with more on how Feeding San Diego is working to fill that need is the organization's CEO, Vince Hall, who's been with it now for about a year. Is that right?
Just about a year.
About a year. And what you discovered, one of the things you discovered is we've been lacking in this program, in expanding this program.
Exactly right. I mean, we had this terrific opportunity to bring lunches to kids who are on summer break, and these are kids who are really dependent on a school lunch. That's probably the only nutritious, balanced meal of the day.
1 in 6 kids?
One out of 6 kids,
yeah.
About 127,000 kids right here in our county. So the San Diego Hunger Coalition came out with a study that said only 9% of the kids in our county that are eligible for this money access to those meals.
9%, less than 10% were actually using the program to its availability.
Exactly.
So why is that? What happened, and how can we fix this?
I think that some organizations in San Diego County, like San Diego Unified School District, have done a great job of trying to set up these sites, but really it's just been a lack of attention. And so Feeding San Diego has said, let's get involved in this. Let's make sure that every kid in San Diego County that is cut off from the access to school lunches has access to the summer lunches. And so we're identifying the communities where there's a lot of eligible kids not accessing the food, and then we're setting up the sites. We're creating the program sites at libraries, at Boys and Girls Clubs, at community centers. And so these kids can come and get access to a balanced, nutritious lunch.
And people are at home going, well, okay, where's this money coming from? But the money's been there. It's just a matter of connecting it and asking for it.
That's the crazy thing about this. This is a USDA-funded program, so we're already paying for it with our federal tax dollars, and yet the kids in our own community aren't able to access the benefit. And so our tax dollars are going to other communities. So we want to stop that. We want to bring those meals to the kids here in our county who desperately need them.
All right, I want to throw out some of the locations, just some of the locations: Vista, San Marcos, San Isabel, Ramona, Borrego Springs, National City, Julian, and others. Where can they find, how does a person get connected to that?
You know, the easiest way is to just go on the internet and type in "find summer meals." And and I know it seems silly, but if you type in "find summer meals," it'll take you to the USDA website that will give you not just the Feeding San Diego summer meal program sites, but all of the sites.
All of the sites, yeah, okay. But Feeding San Diego, is it also on your site as well? Feeding San Diego?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, and on our site, we'll put it on KUSI.com, that link.
Oh,
now,
fantastic.
Who qualifies for this? How do you determine?
So the state of California administers the program for the feds. They make sure that the sites are areas where there are very high levels of food insecurity, where these kids who just aren't sure where that next meal is going to come from can get access to the meals. But once the kids show up at the site, there's no paperwork, there's no checking. They just receive the meal, and that's the beauty of the program.
Yeah, and what type of food are we talking about? I'm assuming very nutritious food.
It actually is. I mean, there's a set of federal nutrition guidelines that we have to adhere to, and so those kids are going to get some protein, whether it's chicken or fish or meat. They're going to get a salad. They're going to get a piece of fruit. They're going to get milk. They're going to get, some really good, balanced, nutritious lunches.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it lunchtime, dinner time? What meal are we talking about here?
Yeah, so it's a great question. Most of these sites are lunch sites. A couple of them are later in the day and are what the feds call a snack site. But most of them, we are really, really trying to make sure that we don't just feed kids, but we nourish kids. In order to do that, we want to get them to a lunch site where we can give them a complete, balanced meal.
And these are kids of all ages. They don't even have to be school age, do they?
Age 1 through 18 are eligible for these programs.
Okay, right. When's the program start and when does it end?
So the start and stop times vary a little bit, but basically most of the sites are going to be opening in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, when school's out, wherever that location might be, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then run right up until school starts again?
Yes, and then the kids just transition back to get